Hello guys and welcome back. So today in this video we are going to make a lithium battery charger. It can look like this, neat and simple. Okay, we're using this, we can charge 2 cells and we just need very few components. And I have made a stencil for this which is in the description below in my website. Go check it out and download and you can make it very easily. So let's get started. So first off we need is an MDF board, a normal thin MDF board. Then we need a stencil which is in the description below. Download it out. Then we need is a hacksaw blade, a small hacksaw blade I'm using. Forgot it, you can even use a bigger one. Then we need is a quick fix. You can use super glue also over there instead of that. Then we need a module which is TP4056 charging module. These are 2 modules, so we just need 1 module in this. So just snip it from there and we can use one. Then another thing we need is a blade to clean it up. Now I just cut all the pieces of the paper stencil, you can see over here, and with using a glue which is a Fevicol or you can use any glue, I'm just sticking that onto a stencil. Like I'm just using that as a stencil to stick on our MDF board so that we can cut with our hacksaw blade very easily. So now let me stick it to this. So once it's stuck, then let's take our hacksaw blade and start cutting it. So be careful by cutting it, just do it easily. It will be done easily because MDF board gets cut very easily. So according to the stencil, cut the piece. So one piece is done, as you guys can see. Now let me take the blade from the blunt side, just scrub it off so that all the excess part is gone. Use the blunt edge, not the sharp one. Then stick all the stencil onto the board and cut it. So first part is cut, you can see, and the remaining should be cut. And once it's cut, it looks so beautiful, you can see, like properly it is done. Now let's paint them. I'm using a black paint. So after it's painted, it will look, all the pieces will look this neatly. So I'm just arranging how it will look, and we need to keep a TP module over there, the charging module using there. So to stick it there, first we need to cut a hole for the charging port, for our input. So I'm taking a marker and making a small spacing for that so that I can cut it. So once it's cut, I'm just using quick fix to join it. And you can see in the bottom plate also I made a hole, that's for the LED. Once the LED is blinking, you can see it will be shown through there. We can see from there. Now it got fixed very strong, and we need to place the module over there. The hole is small, so I'll be just taking a blade and cutting it. I'll be just scraping it. We can just scrape it, and we can increase the size of a hole so that our charger ports can be visible like properly. Now you can see it's visible. Now let's take a hot glue gun and let's stick the TP module to the board. I'm using a small excess piece to keep in the behind, so that it stays in an even level, like straight. See, you can see I can just small MDF piece. I'm just placing it over there using a hot glue gun. I'm sticking it around completely from all the sides. Once it's done, remove all the excess super glue with a knife and wear a glove while doing this, because you can cut your hand very easily, So don't forget to wear your gloves while doing this, and remove all the excess super glue so that it look a bit more appealing. Now let's start making the design. Let's take our bottom board and stick all of the parts. So this place goes like this, and this comes, I made a hole to the bottom part also because we'll be passing wire through that. I'll show you that in a bit. Let's first now stick all the borders, the sides first, because they are long. Once that is done, it will be easy for us to attach all the smaller parts to it. So using a quick fix, again the super glue, you can use anything, or you can even use a tape to join it. Then you can add a glue so that it stays in a place. Now you can see mine is not staying in a place, so I have to see all the glue came down, so I had to do up and down to make it stick. So it happens. Using a support, I'm just trying it to get stuck. Now I'm using the same super glue which was on the board to join this one also. Let's hold it for a few minutes and it will be stuck. Then let's use the super glue again and drop few drops so that it spreads completely evenly and it gets stuck. Once it's done, it becomes hard and it's strong enough now. Now, before attaching the module, let's do the wiring. So I'm using the other one to mark the positive and negative terminals because polarities matter in this. So you can see the left side is a positive and the right side one is a negative. I'm just taking two small wires. The green wire goes to the positive. I'm soldering them up easily. It's not a big deal, like it's very easy connection, guys. If you want, I'll even mention the connection diagram in the website. Go check that out if you want to. For negative, I'm using a blue wire. The negative one goes to the negative side and the positive goes to the positive side. That's it. The green goes to the positive side. That's it. It's simple, guys. Now after it's like done, now let's start sticking all the parts, like all the leftover pieces using with the super glue. Let's all stick all the parts easily. And for the bottom part, we made a hole so that the wire can pass through. Now you can see there's a small slit I made. The wires can pass from here. I'm sticking it with our super glue again. So let's do all that and let's stick even the end part of the charger. So once this part is done, then we have to use a conducting material. And the conducting material which we are using right now is a tin sheet. This tin sheet is a normal Coca-Cola can sheet. I cut the sheet and make it into plate, and we are using a two small teeth-like structures. Using the sheet, I cut this small pieces, and I drill a hole and applied some solder to it so that we can solder the wire terminals to it. Using a ruler, I'm just folding the flips of that to make a small suspension kind of thing. I'll show you why I made this once we start charging. In the next step, because that is needed. We can reuse this again. So you can see the same thin sheet. Now let me stick it using a quick fix again. Just place it in the borders and stick it with a quick fix first. Then the green, then with the wires, mark where is positive, and for the negative, just solder them. Now the place where we made holes, in the thin sheet where we made a soldering spot, exactly over there, solder our wire. Green to one side, blue to one side. So I soldered blue to the top side, which is a negative, green to the bottom side, which is a positive. So now this, for us, the bottom part is positive, guys. Okay. After doing that, it is looking like this, neat and simple. No much of work. It is like simple work. Now let me check a battery and show you the polarities. First, we need to check the polarities of a battery, because while charging, polarities are important. You can see the upper one is a positive. The battery is 3.74 volts. Okay, so the bottom part is negative. So for us, in our charger, the bottom part is positive, the upper part is negative, right? So what we do is, see, I'll show you. The upper part is positive, so we need to fix it like this. See, like this we need to keep. Okay, the bottom goes into the positive, the upper part is to the negative. Simple. For us to remember, we can mark them also. So I was having a green marker on black, so it won't show. So I just used a blade to mark a line so that whenever I'm charging, I know that it is negative. So you can also keep some mark over there. You can place a small sticker over there so that it will be a negative for your reference. Then now I'm just using a simple charger, normal cable, and the charger is of my mobile phone, so I'm just using that. Once I plug into that, I'll use that as an input to charge my batteries. So for the module which you are using is TP4056 module, battery module. Once we keep it, the battery, once it is showing charging, means blue color. If it is in blue color, it is charging. If it turns red, then it is completely charged. Our battery was almost completely charged, so it may fluctuate from charged, not charged, because 0.01, 0.02 voltage may differ from up and down, so it happens, so not to worry. So once if your battery is like at 3 volts and you keep it, it will show blue. So once it is charged like up to a threshold like 3.7 or 3.5 volts, then 3.75 or 3.7 above, it will show off red that it is completely charged. So as I mentioned, using of metal sheet, we can pull that up and we can set whenever we want, even if it goes inside also. So see, as you can see, sometimes it's showing blue, it's showing red, which means just a millivolts it's changing. Like it was previously it was 3.74, right? So remember, okay. Now for the other cell also I'm showing. So upper was positive, the bottom flat was negative. So if I place it, it's also showing blue, red. Okay, now red because it's charging. Now blue because it is also full. I'll show you now. I'll show you in a multimeter because why they are showing blue and red simultaneously. With the module, you can just charge 1 to 2 batteries. Okay, guys, don't go for 3 or 4. For 3 or 4, use a BMS. In the next videos, I'll show you how to use a BMS to connect 3S batteries or to charge 4S batteries also. Like 4 batteries, 3 batteries, I'll show you how to do that also. So for this module, just charge 1 or 2. That's it. Maximum is 2. Don't exceed with 3. There will be videos where they'll be showing 3 or 4, but it is not correct using this because this module can't take the load. So previously, you can see the voltage was 3.74. Now the voltage is 3.77. You saw. So it's just differing with 0.03 volts. Sorry, 0.03 volts. So it was 3.74. Now it is 3.77. So you saw that why it was blinking from red to green, red to blue, red to blue. So it's like that only. So 3.7 means our battery is full. That's enough for us. So this is also almost full, 3.77. So check it out, guys. It's a simple project to do. So you just saw how we made this battery charger in few simple steps. If you want to make this, just go download the stencil which is in the description and follow along with the video, and you can make your own battery charger very easily. Thank you for watching. Happy learning.